The fight that we're undertaking now is fierce. The battle has been won by the sound of those who have reached their limit in tolerance. So we have to spend the next 21st century years ahead in battle. We have to spend our time defending our purpose, defending our right to live, defending our right to breathe, defending our right to be free, defending our right to love. Until I collapse, I will fight for these things. I will stand in the army of the Lord, and I will obey his command and fight for these things. The question is, will you? The question is my neighbor a good neighbor? The question is my brother a good brother? The question is, do you have the moral turpitude to actually follow through what the Lord has asked you to do? Do you listen? Do you follow? Or do you just go along with the ways of the world, saying that you are one of them? See, we exist because he worked until he was about to collapse to create this world. He worked until everything was perfect before he gave up and allowed the world to spin and allowed plants to grow, to allow the animals to roam free, to allow mankind to flourish. He has worked tirelessly for the dawn of time till now to ensure that we have the right to love, the right to peace, the right to faith, the right to love, the right to understand. He has worked hard for us to understand that he is the lawgiver. Now we can sit here and complain all day and say our life is not perfect. But no one was guaranteed a perfect life. Wasn't written in the stars, and it's not written in the book of life. There's some of us that have more than others, and that's okay. There's some of us that have less than others, but that's not okay. We must all be on the equal playing field in order for the game to be real. And no one starts out with an equal playing field. Some are born into poverty. Some are born into shame. Some are born into a life that cannot be changed. But they'll fight till they collapse to change it. That's the warriors we're looking for. That's the children of destiny I speak for. Those who will fight till they collapse to make their lives something. To fight till they collapse to make sure that the will of God is known to all mankind. Those who beautiful minds and beautiful creations allow the world to live in peace and harmony and love and respect. I don't expect anyone to follow me. Not in the course of life. I speak what I speak because it is the truth. I stand where I stand because this is the place of solitude for me. This is where I stand. This is my holy ground. And I'd be damned if anyone will come in my life and take away what I have fought tooth and nail and claw to get and that is my holy ground. I will fight till I collapse for my holy ground. I will fight till I collapse for my grace, for my mercy, for my love. See, my love is pure. It's not dictated by who has the best shoes on or who's wearing the best outfit or who seems popular at the time or what Jimmy or Peter or Tom or Jan and Sue Ann and all of them, what they're talking about. My love is unconditional. I love you if you were mine, and I love you if you weren't mine. They say I have the hero complex, wanting to save the world of his own sins, of his own drama, of his own pain. And it is true. I do have the hero complex. I do wish I could save each man and woman from themselves, the darkness, the pit, the mine of the wilderness. But I fight till they collapse so they can see the dawn of a new day, so that they may be able to see for themselves the truth and not just rely on me for the truth. I set my eyes on the prize of being one day able to see my Creator, whether it's the day of judgment or the day after. I just want to see my Creator. I'll wait in the long lines of judgment just to meet my Creator, just to say thank you. With all my sins intact, I will be able to at least utter the words, thank you. Whether I'm destined to go to heaven or not is not reason why I choose my faith. I do not lay my hands in blind things. I lay my hands in things that can see beyond the realm of earth, beyond the realm of me. Many people ask me, do I believe the Bible? And I return the question, do you believe it? Because the question is not whether I believe or disbelieve the Bible. The question is, do you believe in the Bible or do you disbelieve in the Bible? I can point to you in the Quran where it is said that we must all be of one. I can point to you in the Bible where it says that we all must be one. I can point to you in the Torah. I can point to you in the book of I Ching. I can point to you in the book of philosophy. I can point to you in any book written that it says that we all must be of one. And how important is that? That we all be of one. It's the essence of our very soul explaining to us that there's something greater than us, something greater than the bubble that we live in, that we must struggle and fight until we collapse to get what it is that life has reserved for us. We have the energy and the power and the dominion over the earth to do one thing. To be all of us to be of one. One mind, one heart, one soul. In the Bible, in the last parts, in the last pages, it says that there will be a nation of 12 tribes, and they shall come together and create the perfect nation, and they shall walk unto God wearing white robes and crowns upon their heads, for they shall be virgins, and they shall be given the right and the passage to heaven. We're not fighting so that we may eat another day, so that we may have clothes on our back another day. This is about surviving another year, another 5 years, another 10 years, another 20 years. This is about who we decide that we are and who we decide we want to be. Do we want to be like the world that has no empathy, no feelings, no sympathy for those that belong in it? Or do we want to be the conscience of the world? Do we want to be the heart of the world? Do we want our soul to be connected with the world? Do we want our hearts to be connected with the world? That's what love is about. Being connected. All of us coming together to be of one. That is what marriage is about, when two become one. When they sync themselves together and willing to obey the laws of God of a relationship. That's what love is, that ultimate moment. Now we can sit and cry and piss and moan about the cards that we have been dealt, or we can take the cards that we have been dealt and fight until we collapse to make sure that if we leave, our last dying breath will be of prayer, our last dying breath will be of hope, our last dying breath will be of inspiration, our last dying hope will be of renewal of the soul. We can be so much more. We can do so much more than just stand idly by, doing nothing, saying nothing, giving the world what it desires, and leaving ourselves to be tormented, wishing that we had not given our all to the world, but given our all to the ones that we love, to ones that deserve love. See, once you face that ending point of your life, you realize that it's not all about what you have done. It's about what you have not yet done yet. And I'm speaking from personal experience, who almost died more than once in my life. I know that on the deathbed I was crying out, but Lord, I have not finished. When I was young and almost died, it was, Lord, I have not yet started. And now that I'm up in some age, it's, Lord, I have not finished. And He has granted me more breath and more moments of peace in my life and more moments of teachable moments in my life than I could ever ask for. I thank Him for giving me the life and the spirit to continue to go on, because it's important. The messages that I bring are important. So you collapse. It's what you should be fighting for. It's what I'm fighting for. Till I collapse. I will fight for the laws of God until I collapse. I will fight for the laws of love until I collapse. I will fight for the laws of truth till I collapse. I will fight and fight and fight and fight until there's no more fight left in me. And even when there is no more fight left in me, I will be calling upon the Lord to give me the power to scratch and claw in the feet of those who will try to defeat the people like me. They can call me an outcast. They can call me undesirable. They can call me any name in the book but the Son of God. But they can't change that God made me. I am the image of my Father. I am the Spirit of my Father. I am the strength of my Father. I am the authority of my Father. We have to believe those words when we say them, because we was created half divine and half beast. And although my teaching will talk about feeding the beast, we have to concern ourselves with the divine half of ourselves if we wish to tame the beast that was created with us, that was overlaid over top of the spirit and the soul to remain us into the blindness and the darkness. We must fight to see the dawn. We must claw to reach the point of where we can look up and see the sun rising. We must claw our way out of the ditches and out of the dumps that we have been born in to see the beautiful dawn. For the dawn loves us all. That's why it lays its light upon us, so that we may be revealed to the world as who we are. It is only our society that is concerned with beauty and size and morals and thought and heart. It is only our society that plays against us, the rules that keep us. Our society is a dual society of light and darkness. Our society is a society that is in decay and is in rise. Our society is ruled by those who are less fortunate and ruled by those who are powerful. Our society is a dual society. Although there may be some other societies across the world that is dual society, it's us who stands on the world plate, who shows our lives over and over again to be the poisoning of them all. Because we put the body on a pedestal. We put beauty on a pedestal. We put anger and strength on a pedestal. We put all things on a pedestal and have them clash until one is left standing. Be not afraid of the pedestal that people might put you on. Remember what you are. Remember who you are. Remember who you serve. Remember that until you collapse, you are the chosen one of your destiny. You are the chosen one of your destiny. You decide how life turns out. You decide how to play the cards in your hand, no matter how bad they are. You decide what you choose to do in life, not the world. Let not the world guide you into the wilderness deeper and darker, but let the voice of truth lead you unto the hills by which thy help come from. Let it lead you to God. Let it lead you to pure light. Let it lead you to the dawn of a brand new day. I say to you, I stand until I collapse. Till I collapse, I will continue to fight. Till I collapse, I will continue to do all things in the name of one that made me. God.